Have you ever wondered how the seemingly harmless actions you do after every meal could be silently making the difference between a healthy life and a life filled with disease? The worrying thing is that it is common daily habits, small things that seem meaningless, that are silently causing serious problems such as stroke, cancer, digestive disorders, and many other chronic health conditions. An 86-year-old neurologist, after decades of research and observation, has pointed out that there are 5 common habits that many of us have after meals that are silently eroding our health. And it is worth noting that most hospitals do not clearly tell patients about these. While expensive drugs or treatments may provide short-term solutions, changing small post-meal behaviors has the power to prevent disease in the first place, naturally and sustainably. The first is the habit of lying down immediately after eating. Many people find it comfortable to lie down, even on the sofa, to relax after lunch or dinner. But they do not know that this position disrupts the natural functioning of the stomach. When you lie down, gravity no longer supports the stomach to push food down smoothly into the intestines. As a result, stomach acid can easily reflux into the esophagus, causing heartburn, chest pain, and even damage to the esophageal mucosa if prolonged. This condition not only reduces the quality of sleep, but can also cause complications such as esophagitis or increase the risk of cancer. The second is drinking a lot of cold water right after a meal. The refreshing feeling of drinking a glass of ice water may make you feel comfortable immediately, but it is detrimental to the digestive system in the long term. Cold temperatures solidify the fats in food, forcing the stomach to work harder to break down these molecules. This slows down digestion, causes a feeling of fullness, discomfort, and over time, reduces the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients. Chronic digestive disorders can also affect blood circulation, indirectly increasing the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. What you just read is not just theory. It is the result of decades of clinical research, real-life experiences of elderly patients who have lived their entire lives without knowing they were harming their bodies. But the good news is that you don't have to do anything complicated or expensive to make changes. Just stand up straight or walk gently for 15 to 30 minutes after eating. Choose warm water or herbal tea instead of cold water, and you will have gone a long way on the journey to a healthier and longer life. Small changes, done regularly, will make a big difference over time. And if you want to explore the other 3 harmful habits that the doctor mentioned, seemingly harmless things that can affect your brain, immune system, and longevity, keep reading because your health deserves comprehensive protection. You may think that a cigarette after a meal is just a way to relax, a small reward after enjoying a delicious meal. But in fact, it is one of the most dangerous things you can do to your body. When you smoke after a meal, the ongoing digestive process will increase the ability to absorb toxic substances in cigarette smoke into the blood, thereby increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease, lung cancer, colon cancer, and even nerve damage. A study shows that smoking 1 cigarette after a meal is harmful as smoking 10 cigarettes on an empty stomach, because at this time, the body is in a stronger absorption state, causing nicotine and other toxins to quickly spread and affect the internal organs. This not only reduces lung function, but also damages the digestive system, hinders the absorption of nutrients, and causes symptoms such as bloating, nausea, and even stomach ulcers over time. A 67-year-old man named Hung once said that he always needed a cigarette after dinner to feel satisfied with his meal, but he often felt bloated, short of breath, and had trouble sleeping at night. When his doctor asked him to try delaying smoking for at least an hour after meals and gradually replacing it with chewing sugar-free gum or drinking herbal tea, his symptoms began to improve significantly, and his energy during the day also increased significantly. The harmful effects of smoking have been confirmed, but the timing of smoking is a factor that surprisingly increases the risk. After a meal, blood is concentrated in the digestive area, so the toxins from cigarettes enter the circulatory system faster and deeper, increasing the negative impact on the heart, liver, kidneys, and central nervous system. Quitting smoking completely is the best option, but if you can't, at least avoid smoking for an hour after a meal. It is the first step in minimizing the damage and giving your body time to recover. Your body is always giving you signals, and if you listen carefully, you'll find that small changes can yield big benefits, from easier breathing and deeper sleep to healthy, glowing skin and a sense of vitality. And when you make changes like these, small, simple, but timely, you're laying the foundation for a longer, healthier life. We've got the final thing, habit number 5, which many people do after meals without realizing it can have an unwanted effect on their blood sugar, brain, and weight. Keep reading to make sure you don't miss this important part. You might think that loosening your belt or waistband after eating is just a small gesture that makes you feel better, but the opposite is true. It's a silent signal that you've eaten more than your body needs, and it can negatively affect your digestion and posture in the long run. When you loosen your clothes right after a meal, you not only allow your stomach to expand more than it needs to, but you also make it easier to form the habit of overeating regularly, causing your body to gradually lose its natural feeling of fullness and leading to uncontrolled weight gain. Additionally, when you loosen your belt, you tend to hunch over, hunch up, or lean forward positions that impede blood flow to your digestive organs and make it easier for stomach acid to back up into your esophagus, leading to heartburn, bloating, or indigestion. Gerald, a 76-year-old man, once said that he always felt relieved to loosen his belt after a big dinner, as if he were taking care of his body, but over time he noticed that he felt more sluggish, bloated, and less alert after meals than before. When his doctor suggested that instead of loosening his belt, he learn to eat until he was full and maintain an upright posture for about 30 minutes after eating. Gerald tried the change, and after just a few weeks, he noticed that his stomach felt lighter, his sleep was deeper, and he was able to maintain a steady energy level throughout the evening. This small gesture is actually a reminder of the connection between eating habits, posture, and how you feel after a meal. Not to discourage you from being comfortable, but to encourage you to adjust your habits to support natural and efficient digestion. Instead of loosening your belt after a meal, try eating more slowly, paying attention to your body's fullness cues, and choosing comfortable clothes from the start so you don't need to change after eating. By doing so, you're teaching your body to maintain balance, avoiding unnecessary stress on your digestive system, and increasing your ability to absorb nutrients more effectively. These small adjustments, while seemingly insignificant at first, can make a big difference in your overall health over time, from weight control to reducing your risk of digestive disease to improving your energy levels and mood throughout the day. If you're reading this and found this helpful, please comment the number 5 below to let me know you're still with us. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on more content that will help you live a healthier life every day. Thanks for taking the time to listen. The simple actions you take today will be the gift of health you give yourself for years to come. When you think about your health, you may focus on big things like diet and exercise, but sometimes it's the small, seemingly innocuous habits you make after each meal that can have a profound impact on your body. From choosing the right temperature for your drink to when you walk to loosening your clothes or smoking, these actions can make your digestive system work harder, create imbalances in your blood flow, put pressure on your stomach, or even hinder the ability of your heart, brain, and other vital organs to absorb nutrients and oxygen. Gerald thought loosening his belt after a meal was just a way to relax, but in reality, it caused him to miss the natural signals his body sends to tell him he was full, leading to overeating and a lingering feeling of fullness. When he made the change by choosing comfortable clothes from the start and paying more attention to his feeling of fullness, He not only improved his digestion, but also felt lighter and more alert after each meal. Such small habits, when recognized and adjusted in time, not only improve feelings of well-being, but also accumulate into long-term health benefits, reducing the risk of diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, acid reflux, or metabolic disorders. The great thing is that you don't have to change everything at once, just starting with a single habit, like drinking warm water instead of cold, or waiting 30 minutes after eating before going for a walk, can lay the foundation for a healthier body, more efficient digestion, and a better mood after each meal. These small changes are not only personal, but they also send a message to your family that you are taking your health seriously and proactively. If you are reading this, I encourage you to take a moment to think about which of these things surprised you the most. Was it the timing of your walks that affected your digestion? Or did loosening your waistband make you eat more? Whatever the answer, the important thing is that you have started paying attention to what you might have overlooked before. And if you found these tips helpful, please leave a comment below with a habit you're going to adopt today, maybe for yourself or to remind a loved one. Your comments are an inspiration, not only to us, but to everyone who reads the comments and is looking for positive changes in their lives. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content that helps you live healthier, wiser, and more consciously every day.